Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of our patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant results transformed their appearance and boosted their confidence.
Is YIUU making your hair transplant more expensive? We will tell you how YIUU can affect the cost of your hair transplant and why our patient chose QHT Clinic after understanding this. With the help of our expert team and the QHT Technique, our patient transformed his look from bald to youthful. In today's case study, we are talking about a 31-year-old patient who was dealing with the baldness of Norwood grade 4A since the age of 24. His hair loss was genetic, and even after consulting other doctors and trying medications, the hair fall didn't stop. His hairline kept receding and the frontal and mid-scalp areas became visibly bald. After facing baldness at a young age for 4 to 5 years, he finally decided to go for a hair transplant. Why did he choose QHT Clinic for his transplant? He chose our QHT Clinic because he had seen consistent results on our social media platforms. From detailed case studies and genuine patient testimonials to powerful transformation videos. These videos showcase real journeys of patients from bald to young, covering every grade of baldness, all age groups and people from different cities. Whether it's someone from a metro city or a small town, patients from all across India and even abroad have trusted QHT. It's not just about celebrities or YouTubers. We have helped thousands of everyday people with natural looking results at affordable prices, making hair transplants accessible to the common man. When our patient came in for consultation, he had many questions and concerns. He even traveled from his city just to get proper clarity and his transplant. But after meeting our experienced doctors, all his doubts were resolved, and he got clear answers to every query. That's when he confidently decided to go ahead with the procedure. His hairline and temples had completely receded, and the frontal area was fully bald. Because of that, even the mid-scalp had started to lose hair gradually. This was the area where hair transplant was most needed. In the crown region, there was some thinning, but with the help of PRP sessions and proper medications, that can be improved. Thankfully, his donor area was quite dense, which really helped in making this hair transplant journey successful. The shape of a hairline is never random. It's carefully crafted based on the patient's facial structure, age, and forehead height. It usually begins from the glabella point, the center between both eyebrows, and then the curve, height, and even temples are designed in a way that naturally fits the face. In a hair transplant process, hairline and temple designing is the most crucial step because the entire implantation follows this layout. If this isn't done properly, the final result can look unnatural and affect the patient's confidence. That's why at QHT Clinic, our experts combine art, science, and rich experience to create a natural looking hairline and temples that match the patient's facial frame, baldness grade, and age. They have successfully designed over 10,000 plus such hairlines and continue designing 5 plus unique ones daily for multiple patients, each tailored to their specific needs. For this patient, our expert created a custom-shaped hairline that enhanced his facial features. After the hairline designing, by following the marking areas, they implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to achieve a soft and natural look that enhanced the patient's facial features. For the frontal and mid-scalp regions, double and triple hair follicles were implanted to restore volume and density. In this case, a total of 5,000 grafts were successfully implanted. After the procedure, our follow-up teams contacted the patient twice a day to ask about his condition and provide advice on post-transplant care. We recommended protecting the scalp from dust and sunlight, also wearing a loose surgical cap and applying saline spray twice a day. 2 months following the transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session. During this visit, our experts noticed that approximately 90% of the transplanted hair had shed. This shedding is a normal part of the hair growth cycle and typically occurs within the first 3 to 4 months after the procedure. At the same time, the donor area had fully healed. If we compare the 6-month result with the first PRP session done in the second month, our patient was in the shedding phase at that time, where most of the transplanted hairs had fallen out. But after 6 months, there is a visible transformation. His hairline and temples have taken a proper shape according to his facial frame and look very natural. Growth is clearly visible in the frontal and mid-scalp areas, and the transplanted hairs have merged well with the native ones. However, some thinning is still present, which is expected to improve gradually in the upcoming months with the help of regular PRP sessions and medications. Are hair transplants really worth it? Undoubtedly. Hair transplant is one of the most effective and permanent solutions to restore lost hair, and you can clearly see that in our patient's results. If we compare his condition at the time of consultation to his 8-month result, there is huge difference. His hairline and temples were completely receded, but now they are perfectly framed and enhance his overall facial appearance. His frontal and mid-scalp areas were almost bald due to Norwood stage hair loss. But today, they are filled with thick, strong and voluminous hair. The slight thinning in the remaining areas has also healed well with the help of PRP sessions and proper medications. Speaking of his overall look, it has completely transformed. Facing baldness at a young age doesn't just affect appearance. It also impacts social interactions like attending parties or meetings. But after this result, our patient not only regained his lost confidence, but is now fully comfortable with his appearance. The hairstyles and haircuts he once missed, he can now enjoy freely. We hope that after seeing this transformation, most of your doubts about hair transplants are clear, and you now understand that it is truly worth it, as long as you choose the right clinic, right location, and experts who stay consistent with the process. Investing in a hair transplant means investing in your looks and self-confidence. It's a way to regrow your hair using the most natural method, especially when you choose the QHT transplant technique. After a hair transplant, you will begin to grow a full head of hair once more. If you also want to transform your look from bald to bold, or want to take control of your hair loss, then book a consultation with our experts.
You've just seen the transformation journeys of our first patient. Now, let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journey.
Hello viewers. Many people believe in this myth. If you are completely bald, a hair transplant won't work. But the fact is, even in advanced cases like diffuse grade 6 baldness, a successful hair transplant is possible if you have a strong donor area and you get your transplant done at a reputed clinic that ensures natural results. In today's case study, we have an incredible patient who faced the challenges of diffuse grade 6 baldness and had a severe hair loss. His hairline had completely receded, the mid-scalp was nearly empty, and the crown was entirely bald, making him look far older than his actual age. Thankfully, he had a dense donor area, which played a key role in this stunning transformation. So, stay tuned until the end of the video and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more upcoming transformative videos. After a thorough scalp examination, our expert team meticulously designed a custom-shaped hairline using a precise zigzag pattern, positioning it slightly lower from the middle, exactly 7 centimeters from the glabella point. But why is hairlining designing so important? Because it is the first and most crucial step in a hair transplant procedure. A well-planned and perfectly designed hairline serves as the foundation for the entire procedure, determining the natural flow and density of implanted follicles. Once the hairline is finalized, the recipient area is carefully marked, and only then are the follicles implanted to ensure seamless, natural-looking results. A poorly designed hairline can lead to unnatural results, while a perfectly crafted one ensures aesthetic balance, facial symmetry, and long-lasting satisfaction. This is why hairline design is the most important part of a successful hair transplant. During the procedure, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to achieve a natural and soft look. At the same time, in the frontal area and mid-scalp, double and triple hair follicles were implanted. These follicles added fullness to these areas, and each follicle was implanted carefully so that it blends with the patient's existing hair. In the crown region, to volumize the natural-looking swirl pattern, double and triple hair follicles were implanted at varying angles. This approach provides a natural growth pattern with a seamless transition and complements the patient's facial features. In this case, a total of 5,500 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor and beard areas, by keeping it safe for further procedure if needed. Four months after the transplant, when the patient visited our clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, our experts observed that the shedding phase had come to an end. At the same time, tiny new hair growth was visible on the scalp, marking the beginning of the regrowth phase. It was anticipated that in the coming months, more noticeable results would start to appear, with the scalp gradually filling in with healthy, natural-looking hair. Additionally, the donor and beard areas had fully healed, ensuring a smooth recovery. Seven months post-transplant, results were outstanding, and noticeable hair growth was visible on the scalp, with the transplanted hairs blending seamlessly with the existing ones. The patient's hairline was now perfectly framed, enhancing his facial appearance. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, voluminous growth was visible on the scalp. However, the crown has also regained its natural swirl shape, making the results appear even more natural. Looking at this progress, it has become nearly impossible to distinguish between the transplanted and native hair, as the newly implanted follicles have blended in seamlessly. The patient not only regained his lost confidence, but also achieved his overall appearance. Now, he can freely choose his haircut and hairstyle according to his preference. After 7 months, the results demonstrate that hair transplant outcomes are permanent, challenging the belief that they might be temporary. If you find inspiration in the patient's journey, you can book a consultation with our experts and take a step towards overcoming baldness.
You've just seen the transformation journeys of our first patient. Now, let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journey.
Today we are very excited to share with you the 12-month hair restoration journey of a 28-year-old patient who was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 3A baldness. This stage of hair loss had receded his hairline, which was impacting his youthful appearance and facial symmetry. There had been extensive thinning in the frontal region with only a few miniaturized follicles left, causing the scalp to become more visible. In addition, a small area of the mid-scalp was also showing early signs of thinning, but was not affected as severely as the frontal zone. The donor region, which is very important for a successful hair transplant, was filled with dense and robust follicles, making it an ideal source for graft extraction. After a thorough scalp examination, our experts designed a custom-shaped hairline based on the patient's facial features and symmetry to ensure a natural and well-balanced appearance. The hairline was carefully positioned slightly lower, and a precisely 7 cm distance was maintained from the glabella point to achieve a proportionate and youthful look. To ensure a seamless and comprehensive restoration, we outlined the entire affected area, including the frontal and mid-scalp regions, so that grafts could be placed strategically. Every detail was planned with precision so that the final results looked natural with the patient's facial structure. During the procedure, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to create a soft and natural look that blends seamlessly with the patient's facial features. The hairline plays a crucial role in defining appearance, so achieving the correct density and precision was important to ensure an authentic and youthful result. In the frontal area and mid-scalp, where extra volume and density were needed, our experts implanted double and triple hair follicles. This technique provided fuller coverage and created a smooth transition from the hairline to the mid-scalp, which maintains a natural growth pattern. In this case, a total of 2,700 grafts were implanted, all of which were extracted from the patient's safe donor zone to produce strong and long-lasting results that were resistant to future hair loss. One month post-transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP, platelet-rich plasma session, our experts observed 50% shedding in the transplanted region. This is an expected phase in which newly implanted hair sheds before entering its natural growth cycle. This stage lasts 3 to 4 months after transplant, after which hair follicles begin producing strong and healthy strands. During this period, the donor area also completely recovered. Any initial redness, scabbing, or mild discomfort completely subsided, and the donor site appeared clean and well healed. Since there is no visible scarring, patient can comfortably style his hair without any worries. Eight months post-transplant, a significant transformation in hair growth was observed. His newly restored hairline appeared well-defined and perfectly framed his facial features, which brought a youthful balance and natural symmetry to his overall look. Hair in the frontal area and mid-scalp became even fuller, thicker, and more voluminous. Strategic implantation of double and triple grafts created a dense coverage, which further enhanced the natural flow and texture of his hair. This impressive progress was laying a strong foundation for more mature and thicker results in the future, with an even more refined and natural looking outcome expected in the next few months. 12 months post-transplant, the patient's final results have fully matured, showing a beautifully restored hairline that frames his facial features with precision and balance. The carefully designed hairline blends seamlessly with his natural contours, further enhancing his youthful and well-defined appearance. The frontal area and mid-scalp now have full volume and density, with transplanted and native hair integrating flawlessly to create a thick, lush and completely natural-looking head of hair. Strategic placement of grafts has ensured a smooth transition from the hairline to the mid-scalp, without any signs of artificial implantation. With his full head of hair, the patient is now able to style his hair to his liking and feel a renewed sense of confidence. These exceptional results not only demonstrate the effectiveness of the procedure, but also prove to be a long-term transformative solution to the hair loss journey. If you are inspired by this patient's incredible transformation, take the first step towards your own hair restoration journey by booking a consultation with our experts today. Our team is here to help you achieve natural, lasting results tailored to your unique needs.
You've just seen the transformation journeys of our first patient. Now, let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journey.
Hello viewers, welcome to the official YouTube channel of QHT Clinic. Would you believe if I tell you that the amazing transformation we are sharing today is possible in just 7 months? Yes, the patient was dealing with diffuse grade 4 baldness. This stage of hair loss not only affects your appearance but also changes the way the world perceives you. It starts impacting job interviews, social gatherings and personal life. Everything changes when your hair starts to disappear. Well, our patient didn't lose hope and found a way to regain his youthful and energetic look. When he first visited the clinic, our experts noted that his hairline was receding in an M-shaped pattern, the most common pattern that every 9 out of 10 males face. This recession of hairline made the frontal area sparse on the sides and thinned the remaining. The mid-scalp maintained healthy follicles, so there was no need for intervention there. Also, the crown region retained its natural swirl, but the volume around there was quite less. So our experts considered restoring the volume. He had an average donor area packed with healthy follicles. Our experienced experts, well versed in handling such cases, proceeded with confidence to transform his look without any complications. After a detailed scalp analysis, our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline, ensuring a natural look tailored to the patient's facial features. The hairline was designed slightly lower in the middle and at a precise distance of 7 cm from the glabella point. To achieve the best results, the entire affected area was outlined, separately encircling the crown for a comprehensive approach. During the procedure, our experts implanted single and thin hair follicles in the hairline zone to create a natural and soft look, as the hairline can make or break one's appearance. In the affected frontal area, double and triple hair follicles were implanted, creating a dense and fuller look. In the crown region, the same follicles were implanted at varying angles to volumize the swirl pattern. In this case, a total of 3,800 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone. The procedure was performed with the utmost precision, ensuring that every follicle was implanted at the correct angle, depth and density. 1 month post-transplant, when our patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, our experts noticed 80% shedding in the transplanted area. While this phase may seem alarming to those unfamiliar with the process, it is completely normal and expected. In this period, his donor area also healed completely. Four months post-transplant, the shedding phase was concluded and follicles have successfully transitioned into the growth phase. The hairline began to take shape and creating an illusion of voluminous growth on the overall scalp. But there were still some gaps visible that could be filled in the coming months. The crown region was replicating a voluminous swirl. In these 4 months, he gained a good growth that would continue to improve in the coming months, as final results would reveal after 8 to 12 months of transplant. Seven months post-transplant, the moment you have been waiting for, the progress was impressive. His hairline was looking defined and beautifully framing his facial features, bringing back his youthful appearance. The crown region was replicating a perfect voluminous swirl, adding fullness to the overall density, giving him the freedom to style his hair as he desired. And this is just 7-month progress. The journey is not over yet. His hair will continue to thicken, refine and reach its final form between 8 to 12 months. Stay tuned for upcoming videos, and if you also want to take control of your hair loss, then right now book a consultation with our experts.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.